Hey, this is GatorX, and of all the Galarian forms introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield, Galarian Yamask is one of my favorites, as it gains a new evolutionary form in Runerigus rather than evolving into a Galarian Cofagrigus. As far as the lore reasoning goes, Yamask's Pokedex entry states, "A clay slab with cursed engravings took possession of a Yamask. The slab is said to be absorbing the Yamask's dark power." So we can see that rather than carrying around a face that's supposedly its own, Yamask of the Galar region are apparently being controlled by this clay slab to carry it around. They do this until they make their way to this specific stone formation in the wild area, and then evolve into Runerigus, which has the following Pokedex entry. "A powerful curse was woven into an ancient painting. After absorbing the spirit of a Yamask, the painting began to move. Likely, once a Yamask reaches this place, it gathers back lost pieces of the clay slab that complete the cursed painting, thus absorbing the Yamask and completing the evolution, resulting in a Runerigus." Now that sounds all fun and spooky and all, but why exactly does this happen? For one thing, Runerigus is based off of the Ingvar rune engravings, which are stone tablets placed in honor of fallen Viking warriors. Of course, when you transcribe the runes written down, they just say things like, "left in memory of so-and-so," nothing cursed. And of course that is just my SparkNotes summary of it, you can look into that more if you'd like to. Although when you bring in the ghost Pokemon factor, anything innocent can be corrupted, so does this then give Runerigus a connection to a hypothetical foreign people in the world of Pokemon? Well, Galarian Meowth, which seems to take influence from Vikings, has this Pokedex entry. "Living with a savage seafaring people has toughened this Pokemon's body so much that parts of it have turned to iron." So are these savage seafaring people described in this Pokedex entry the Viking equivalents of the Pokemon universe? Did they come to the Galar region long ago and place these cursed paintings in the wild area? That's my guess at least. The question then becomes, what is the Pokemon depicted in the painting? And does this have a connection to the curse? From what I can tell, the serpents depicted in the Ingvar tablets are a fancy way to show off the runes, but are likely a representation of the world serpent of Norse mythology. Bringing that over into Pokemon, would that mean this serpent is a hypothetical legendary Pokemon based off of Norse mythology? Perhaps. And while we've seen Norse mythology take an influence in some Pokemon before, this seems very different to those. Although there is also another serpent-like Pokemon in Sword and Shield, but that's a big spoiler, and plus I don't really see the connection. Of course, it's probably just a throwaway design until we maybe get another European-based region that expands on these Nordic areas. One last thing I want to bring up is that Runerigus is listed as the Grudge Pokemon, which does make sense considering it's a shattered cursed painting. It wants to be pieced back together, and until then it seems to hold some sort of grudge. And even as it's revived, it doesn't look too friendly. Although why was it shattered? Why does this spirit hold a grudge? What happened to these savage seafaring people? Are they still around? Where did they go? All questions that would probably go unanswered for years, if at all, but it's fun to speculate about. Random throwaway ideas are that these savage seafaring people described are an actual people in the Pokemon universe, of course, and have some sort of connection to not only Galarian Meowth, but the Galarian Yamask and eventually Runerigus. As far as why these tablets were placed in the wild area and potentially all around the Galar region, I have no idea, and why they're cursed, I have no idea. However, it does seem that if there is a curse in this painting and this tablet, it's done intentionally. Perhaps there's some sort of war that happened long ago, obviously not the 3,000 years ago war that we've seen in other Pokemon games. This one would have happened probably even longer ago based on how Pokemon timelines seem to be, but who knows for sure really. If you've got any thoughts or ideas or theories you'd like to share, leave them in the comments below and let me know what you think about Runerigus and Galarian Meowth even in general, because apparently they could potentially be connected, or at least that's what I think. If you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out. And I'd like to say that'll make you a member of the Chingling Squad, but poor the boy Chingling isn't even in the Galar Regional Pokedex. It's so sad, but leave a like in honor of him. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.